Good morning, Whimsy family, or whatever time it is that you're watching this. Welcome to my first love reading, at least my first public one. I think we've had in the past couple of days messages from Spirit about how we can get back on our path and back in our groove. And everybody wants to know, who do we get back on the path with? So, I think in this reading, we will have, I think it will apply to those of us in separation with our person in certain circumstances, and those of us that are together with our person, but also maybe someone we haven't met yet. We know our 5D self, the little bit of our soul, our higher self that stays behind on the other side when we decide to be born into this timeline. But our other side knows, they have a plan. Whoever's next up for us, hopefully it's a long and lasting relationship, but whoever is next up for us in the lottery, so to speak, they're already working towards us. So the cards can tell us who they are and who they will be to us. So let's see. Let me get through, all the disclaimers and stuff, which you'd think I'd have memorized by now, but trauma brain. Okay. So, I'm Cam. I'm an empath and a Reiki master and an intuitive tarot reader. I don't always take the definition, the typical definition of the cards. Sometimes Spirit will tell me what they mean by showing me the card. Spirit doesn't always follow the rules. So, if this reading does not speak to you, this might not be your reading. But if you were called to click on this video, there's a reason. So there's no such thing as coincidence. Everything is serendipity. Everything that looks like coincidence is actually serendipity. Yeah, there's a word. So you would think, being a writer, synchronicity, that I would remember the words. Not always. It's very frustrating. Synchronicity, okay? Synchronicity is evidence of Spirit trying to get you a message. Always keep in mind that energies fluctuate. What is likely to happen in the current energy may change when the energy changes. You are under no obligation to accept any circumstances that appear in the cards, especially those that make you feel unsafe. I will never, ever tell you to stay in a relationship or stay with a person who makes you feel unsafe, who harms you. Never. You have the free will to act, and all of these readings are only meant to give you a perspective so that you can act wisely. If you enjoy this reading, please like and subscribe and share and all of that. Mean-spirited comments will be deleted because I am, my intention here is to give people hope and lift people up. I do this to give back to the people who lifted me up and gave me hope when there was nothing else. Mean-spirited comments will always be deleted. We don't do that here. We're just doing the best we can at the time. Sometimes I may speak in medical terminology. I'm not a doctor. Go see your doctor or your mental health professional if you have any doubts at all about your health. I have a lot of dogs and cats, and sometimes they run in and make noise and play, and you know, it is what it is. And I also might cuss sometimes. Yep. So, yeah. Hard to say what part of the roller coaster we'll be on any given day. So, we're going to talk about love today. About love. Everyone loves to talk about love, right? We love readings about love. This is the Guardian of the Night Tarot. And I chose it for today because of the bees in this very obnoxious violet, red violet color that just, well, you need beautiful cards when you talk about love, right? So we're going to start by shuffling these babies. And these rolls may be reversed. It's hard to say. Generally, though, you will be on this side, and your person will be on this side, okay? And we'll clarify for as long as we need to clarify to get this message across. All right. Let's cut. I know my readings seem to get a little long. I am very much trying to shorten them, but apparently my guides like to talk a lot. Okay, so let's shuffle for love, baby. Shuffle for love. That's 1. 2. 3. Okay. Now, I'm going to split this deck apart because it's hard for my hands to hold on to it. Okay, so in the first position, we want to know, I actually looked up and retrofitted a spread specifically for this reading. How you feel about them and how they feel about you. Hang on. Wardrobe malfunction. Okay. Okay. So, Spirit, tell us how we feel about this person. How do we feel about this person? Please, how do we feel about this person, please? It's not in this one, I don't think. How do we feel about this person, please? 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 Oh, we have mowing mania going on outside. The Knight of Pentacles. Slow. Yeah. We feel they're slow. I get it. I get it. How does this person feel about the viewer, please? How does this person feel about the viewer? Oh, goodness. Well, there's a lot of cards coming out here. 4 of Wands, 2 of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Well, that's freaking gorgeous. That's what that is. What are the odds that all these great cards would just come out? Well, they just adore you. They adore you. They want to be with you all the time, you know. And they think that you're the most love that they will ever have, right? And this could be, you know, in the 5D, in spirit, the part of their soul that is in the know, the part of their soul that's, they have true and abiding love for you over centuries. It feels like centuries. I think these are magpies, but they are, I believe, related to a crow. Or they could be crows. Let me see what the book says, because I need to brush up on my corvus is the scientific name. So let's look at this. The magpies. Yeah, they want to tell everybody. Playfulness. Okay, so they're magpies, but it reminded me of crows. Crows have generational memory. So crows and ravens remember through their DNA. Their memory is in their DNA. So this is the example that I've heard before, is that if one crow witnesses a murder, he will tell all of his family about this murder, and he will know what that person's face looks like, so his family can avoid that person. But it doesn't stop there. After that crow is gone, that memory is passed down in the physical DNA of its descendants. So for generations, they will remember that person is dangerous. So this is a generational memory that they have, many lifetimes. Okay, so, I mean, are they aware of it? Maybe, maybe not. Oh boy, this is going to take up much more room than we have. All right. So, let's see. We want to know, let's make some room, because this is, we want to know how do you feel this relationship is going? How do you feel about it? Let's say in the 3D, how do you feel about it? Woo, flipped right off the desk and onto my lap. Strength. Hang on. Sorry, loud trucks. He didn't sound like that truck was going to make it much longer. How do they feel about this relationship? Let's say in the 3D instead of the 5D. Oh, the world. What? When did he get flipped over? It's everything. It's everything. Okay, let's see. One more. And show us, Spirit, their attraction to, or your attraction to them. What is it that makes you attracted to them? The Wheel of Fortune. Man, there's lots of freaking major arcana coming out. This is an ordained connection. By ordained, I don't mean by an authority. I just mean that you've both agreed to this in the 5D on the other side. Before you came here, you both agreed to this. what is, how they feel about their attraction to you. Goodness. They have lots to say. Six of Swords and Judgment. Okay. So let's look at this. All right. I'm going to try to keep it neat this time because yesterday or the other day we had a reading where it wasn't neat at all. Ace of Wands too. So the Ace of Wands, there's a divine connection here. Yes, you're very maybe sexually attracted, which is good news because that's important, right? For grown-ups. We are grown-ups here. But this Ace of Wands has a spider on it. Yeah. And lilies, you know, and those generally represent peace. This sort of has the implication just by the pictures on the cards that they're caught in your web. The spider is sometimes a symbol of the divine feminine. In a world that is chaos and where everything is the same. Because you can look at this building here in the back of this card and see that everything is very consistent. Everything is boring and institutional, sort of. I mean, like, see, there was a movie. There's a place in New York where all the buildings seem to look the same. Roosevelt Island, maybe. They're just dull. And you're the one that brings, you know, the light and the spark into their life. And I feel like this idea, you know, was something they came to a realization in the 3D. If they ran, then the running is doing what not chasing is doing what it's supposed to do, because it's given them time to see things from a different perspective. And the Lovers. Holy cow. Spirit has lots to say about this today. What's beneath the Lovers? The Magician. We'll just keep going. And the Six of Pentacles. There's a balance. You may be very different, but you have... you each have things that balance the other. They want to, you know, give to the connection, and so do you. This is crazy. I love the cards. Today we're playing tarot. I'm going to play some tarot with you. So, as some reader that you might know or might not know would say. I'm going to go ahead and call that the bridging energy, because that's the forecast. There's another card that we pull to get the bridging energy between you two. So I'm going to pull these off of the bottom of the deck here. And the Devil. Yeah. Because you calm their doubt. Yeah. I think that's where we stop here at the Six of Pentacles. I'm just going to put all of these right here. Maybe we'll come back to them when we clarify. Okay, let's put we'll put these over here in case we need them. All right. So in this deck, The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, he's the slowest knight in the deck. He's creeping, meandering. I get this idea that he's easily distracted. Squirrel! That kind of easily distracted. That's how you feel. And if they aren't with you, it's possible that's true. But clearly they know it's you. They know it's you, whether they're happy about that or not. I mean, in their understanding at this time, they could still be, working from trauma, They see a partnership with you in the Two of Cups. They see that you can fill each other's cup, right? And maybe you have. Then you have the Four of Wands. It's like I see a canopy of trees, right? I don't see the trunks necessarily, but I see a canopy of trees. And like a bower, that's the word I'm looking at. And that, underneath the sky and Mother Nature, and standing on the ground, they've, in a very real physical sense, they want to be standing on the same ground you are, under the same trees you are, and together. And they want to be seen. They want people to see it, that they're not alone. They really did have a person, and everybody else can go kick rocks, I guess. And the Queen of Cups, that's the amazing way they see you, as the most love that they will ever see, that they will ever get. And it's theirs. It's their love. And they have that type of love for you. They have a Queen of Cups love for you. So if we go to how you feel about the relationship, yeah, it's a strong relationship. And at this point, if you're in separation, you have a mutual agreement sort of not to startle each other. But yeah, somebody's got the power dynamic here. And as we know, in runner relationships, the feminine just stops and sits calmly. And that is how she is in power. She is powerful enough to sit and wait, or even not wait. She's powerful enough to sit, go about her business, do what needs to be done, while the masculine is out there sort of wandering around, bumping into things, as it were, and soul searching. Hopefully they're soul searching, doing shadow work, trying to figure out why their path keeps leading back to you, at least in their brain. Sometimes they feel like that their free will should take precedence. And if they don't feel like their free will is in charge, then they're going to sit and hermit. Okay? So, they feel about the relationship that it's the world, it is everything. It is their new beginning. It is their new gateway. And oh, look at this card. Look at this card. It is just beautiful. We have bees and fireflies and grasshoppers or crickets. I think it's a cricket. You know, crickets making love music. If you've ever heard the crickets, that's what they're trying to do when they make that noise. They're trying to call in a mate. Magnolia blossoms, right? And a laurel wreath. Yeah, this is a blessed situation. The universe, the spirit has blessed this. That's the laurel wreath. And when you find the major arcana coming out, that's a big deal. That's spirit working in your favor. And a lot of those things, they're not everyday minutia. They're not everyday things you go through. These are big life-changing things that spirit does because it wants you to have the best, be the best. This is the atmospheric energies of the time as well. Okay. How much are you attracted to, I guess you would say, or, you know, how much, what does your attraction to this person look like? The Wheel of Fortune. You think it's time. You think it's time. It's time for this to happen. Or it's time to take it to the next level if you're together with your person. Yeah, it's the timing is perfect, right? So you have the snake in the center, okay? And it's like an Ouroboros, a snake eating its tail, sort of. Not quite. You have bats and spiders and owls and more bats. Yeah. Everything is curled up around this connection and protecting it, right? That's what it looks like to me. Luna moths. And here's scorpions down here in the bottom. So, yep. Okay. And what is their attraction to you? Well, you're their new hope. Okay. This is judgment. And the snake shed its skin. And this one also has magnolias on it. So let's see. We have magnolias in the Four of Wands. Yep. Magnolias in the Four of Wands. There's roses in it too, but those are magnolias. And then the World card, full of magnolias. So these cards are all connected. Let's see. Yeah. Oh no, this one goes up here, right? And the Six of Swords. Let's look at the Six of Swords. I just had to look Six of Swords up the other day, but I don't remember. I don't know how. Swords are in the back. Oh no, not in this book. Okay, Six of Swords carries an energy that's slightly dispirited. It's the energy present on cold gray Sunday afternoons during the winter months when I wonder, well, this creator wonders why she moves to a rainy place. There's nothing bad happening, but there also isn't much excitement. Yeah, it's you know, kind of like the Knight of Pentacles, just not moving. They're asking for space and time. Man, more space, more time. Isn't that irritating? But, you know, they actually may say that they're not ready. But the cards say, yeah, they're really not ready. You need to believe them when they say that. So if they're not ready to make a heavy-duty commitment, they just haven't figured it out yet. But I think that they will. They're moving in the right direction. This says you may not be experiencing a great deal of enthusiasm, but you're moving in the right direction. So, when you need to feel at peace at a slower pace, when you need to feel protected from negative self-talk or outside influences that jeopardize perseverance, call upon the turtle. Yeah, we had a discussion about the turtle the other day. You know, you just got to give him a little, a little breathing room, I think. This is your person. They knew a thing or two about patience and letting go of a need for speed. The turtle is persistence, direction, protection, and patience. Oi. Oi with the divine timing already. Oi with the poodles already. Gilmore Girls might resonate to you. I love Gilmore Girls. Yeah, it's great. All right, so how do we want to clarify? What do we want to clarify with? Oh, well, let's talk about bridging energy real fast. We did talk about the Ace of Wands and the Hanged Man. The Lovers, yeah, it's the major arcana version of the Two of Cups, sort of. So, yeah, the Magician. This is controlled by powerful forces. This is a real thing. This is not smoke and mirrors. But you've probably been doubting it. I mean, it's designed to create doubt. When you run away, when the person runs away, they do it because they doubt that this can be true. Something's going on, and they don't know how to handle it. And it takes them some hanged man time to see it from a different perspective. And sometimes in our lifetime, this lifetime that we're in right now, they just never get it. They need to do the shadow work, and they need to do the soul searching, and it's easier not to do those things. It's easier to forget about a really strong but frightening connection, and try to go find one that isn't so intense. I find myself having to say these words a lot. When someone I know gets triggered by someone they love, right? Friends, family, or whatever. That's what love looks like, right? Sometimes it doesn't look like gracious acceptance of circumstances. Sometimes it looks like I see you doing something stupid and I'm mad at you because you're going to hurt yourself. And there's nothing I can do about it, but I'm mad at you. And sometimes That's what love looks like. Yeah, yeah. And there's a balance there between protecting your own peace and getting riled up about what someone you love does. Sometimes love looks like that. Sometimes love is messy. Sometimes love is frustrating. But you don't have these feelings for people you don't love, right? It's very hard for someone you don't love to deeply mess with you because it's easier to let go. I mean, I'm not nearly as upset at strangers for doing harmful things or things that might turn out bad in the end for them as I am for watching my family do it. You know, my friends and family, because I care. I have love for those people, and I care what happens to them. I care when they're unhappy. And when I see something coming that's going to make them unhappy and they just dive into it anyway, that's difficult. And it wouldn't be difficult if we didn't love them. So if you want to know who you love, a lot of the time, ask who it is that really just make you so frustrated. Yeah. So they're misreading the signs. They're just misreading the signs, you know. And a lot of times there are people who don't know what love actually looks like in the 3D. They've never actually seen it. They've only ever had sick relationships. They've only ever had karmic relationships. Their parents didn't have a healthy relationship. Their grandparents didn't have a healthy relationship. So they have no idea what a healthy relationship looks like. I see that a lot with people who have savior complexes. Sorry, traffic, dog trying to get out the gate. Lucy, go lay down. Go lay down. Yeah. So they go looking for a savior complex, and they want to help people so badly. And it isn't always our job to help them. And so that's a lot of pain when you can't help someone. When it isn't your job to help someone. Even when you took a vow, you know, if you were married and you took a vow and you see someone doing things that they need help with and you can't do anything about it, man, that is devastating. It's devastating. And but in those instances, the best thing you can do is heal yourself, and then maybe through a connection to your energy, they can heal themselves. But, you know, assume that you're not here to save anyone. That's not why you're here. You're here to experience beautiful things. All right, enough about that. Okay, let's find something to clarify with. What do we want to clarify with? Just not sure yet. Let's just go classic Rider-Waite. with a pretty spin. We'll use the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. All right, Spirit. Why is this ass? Why is this Knight of Pentacles here? And how we feel about them. How do we feel about our person? Why do we feel like he's just the Knight of Pentacles, right? Why do we feel like that? Let's see. The Eight of Pentacles. I didn't even shuffle this, did I? So the Six of Wands is on the bottom, pre-shuffle. People say this card, that means victory, but I mean, there's a lot of work that comes up before this victory. Yeah, let's shuffle. Last one I'm going to do. When I was a kid and I learned how to properly shuffle like playing cards, I was so happy. I tried and tried and tried until I could finally properly shuffle with playing cards. It was just, oh, that is just so cool to make. It's like, it was almost like a magic trick. All right. Those two got spun around a little bit. Alrighty, Spirit. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here and how we feel about them? How we feel about our person, how the viewer feels about their person. I guess I'm part of the collective today. Yeah, out in the cold. Out in the cold. They won't accept help. And they're obsessed with work, right? That's how they're blinding themselves to the connection. And I think this is pretty spot on, actually. We know what they're doing. Even if they're not in contact, we know what they're doing. They're deliberately ignoring the fact that they have this community and this warmth and love behind them, just sitting there being cool until they decide to turn around and knock on the door. And then they're doing the woe is me, why can't I find love, you know. They're just I don't want to say they turned their back on it. They're just deliberately, I said deliberately. I don't know why I said deliberately. They're just not looking. They're not looking because they've been wounded in the past, right? And in this picture, the masculine is clearly more wounded than the feminine, right? I mean, he's limping. He's got bandages. Yeah, he's just not healed yet. And he's throwing himself into work. Or we're throwing ourselves into work. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't know where my person is. I don't know necessarily for sure who it is. But I got to be here doing my stuff, right? I got to figure out how to take care of myself by myself. And that's what I'm doing here. I got to do my work. And this is new work for me. I didn't used to call this work, you know. This is new. So, but this is in the 3D. These are pentacles, so this is the earthly realm. This is not spirit. This is not, we know This is what we were doing in the 3D. Because he's slow. And we're being, very practical about the fact that he's being slow. Things in the 3D take a while to manifest. In the 5D, with your sorry, I haven't had breakfast yet. With your wands and your cups, things move at a faster, steady rate. But there's a lot of speed bumps in the 3D. How the energy translates into the 3D. It's just not as easy to, I don't want to say manipulate, because that's not what we're doing. It's not as easy for the energy to make things happen in the 3D. All right. Why is all of these beautiful cards here? Let me see if I can. Let's move the candle. Why is the 2 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups here, Spirit? Can we have clarification on how they feel about the viewer? And there's the King of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles, which is, they just don't feel ready in the 3D. They want to. There might be some kind of money problems or work problems. There's something they're stubbornly holding on to in the 3D. An idea that, I kind of feel like this guy, he's a king. And he is holding on to this pentacle. That's himself and his heart. He's holding on to this pentacle. And he's got his feet on these 2 pinnacles. So he's like, people have taken my balance away. People I've loved. And I have to hold this. I have to hold this so I can be in balance. And this is mine. This is mine. It's been broken so many times, and I have to protect it. And this pentacle, he's not letting it's like a helmet that won't let the divine energies in. So his 5D self and spirit is trying to say, hey, wake up. Hey, look over there. Look over there. And he's just not seeing it. He's not looking. He's got this, fear of lack, keeping divine spirit and divine intervention from coming in and saying, hey, look over there. Look over there. There's your person over there. Over there's your person. But he doesn't, he's still, he's not ready to let that loose. And he's holding it right here. Okay? So maybe things are moving a little bit. Because he's gone from the 4 to the king. Right? Also, still slow. Hang on. Let's look at what they say about that King of Pentacles. Because we know sort of what it means, but how does it apply here? Tenacity of a bull combined with shrewd practicality. He sees the long view and builds for the future, for his primary purpose is stability. When he agrees to help you, success is assured. This may include a substantial gift or loan that brings long-held dream into reality. I don't think it's a loan. But I think this gift of his heart right here, he's not offering it to you. He's holding on to it. He's just never letting go of it, never setting it down for a minute. And this king, yeah, he's got his foot on a rock. What's that song? Oh, who is it? It's a country song. I'm standing on a rock and I ain't going nowhere. I've got this rock. See, here, when you're standing on pinnacles, it'd be slippery. You don't have a true grounded contact if you're standing on something like pinnacles. You don't have your feet in the grass and you're not getting truly grounded. But he's grounded. He's got his foot on a rock. You know. And these are, of course, the earthly signs, right? These are the 3D signs. Pentacles. So there's just something in the 3D that he just can't seem to get over. They just can't seem to get over. I keep using the word he. To me, this is a masculine energy. No gender in tarot. Let's see. Okay, let's move this down. Move this up. All right, so these are how you feel about the relationship and how they feel about the relationship. I'm going to move those down for a minute. Okay, why is strength here, Spirit? Why is strength here, please? The Devil. Why is strength here? Why is strength here, please? And the Eight of Wands. Yeah, we're ready already. We're ready already, you know? We know that this is what is supposed to happen. This is divine inspiration, these staves flying in here. We've gotten the message from the universe, right? And we don't know what the hell is holding everything up. And doubts are getting in, as they do. It's super hard to keep the faith, especially when you've never seen this connection in action before, or you don't know yet what it can turn out to be. And so you question yourself. Are you, as my friend Emma likes to say, delulu, right? And Spirit has to keep reminding us, we're not crazy. You're not crazy. All right? This is a thing. This is happening. But it's also a lesson in how energy works. So, you know, in the 3D, we're saying, what the hell is taking so long? I see this so clearly. Why don't they? And in the 5D, your person is saying, this is everything to me. This is going to be everything to me. Why can't I make myself listen? Spirit is saying that. This is the world. This is a major arcana. Spirit is saying, look at all the beautiful things you can have. Why won't you listen? Why won't you take this freaking foil helmet off your head? That's what it is. It's a foil helmet. That's a delightful image. Thank you, Spirit. I got trolled a couple of years ago by some guy online, and his profile picture was a picture of a dude in a foil helmet with horns, and his cat had on a matching foil helmet, and the cat was like, had this expression on its face like, let me go, dude, let me go. I don't want to wear this foil helmet. Anyway, that's funny. Let's see. Okay, so why is the world here, Spirit? Can we have some clarification on the world, please? Yeah, they had the towers, man. They had the towers, and they're going to keep having towers. The universe keeps sending towers until they pay attention, because you're over here standing in your garden, right? You're over here playing with falcons and having grapes, and you have abundance. In this instance, it might be just spiritual abundance. It is all of the beautiful things that you realize after you've been through this dark night of the soul. Okay? When you first wake up, you have a short period of just incredible joy. The person I'm thinking of happened to catch me in this short period of incredible joy. And there was nothing he could have done to shake my joy that particular couple of weeks. And I saw things so clearly that I knew kind of what he was going to do before he was going to do it, and I knew why. But that was ages ago, and nothing has happened, you know. He put on that frickin' foil helmet, and poof, gone, right? And so in the physical world, I haven't seen him. Don't know what he's doing. Have no clue. No clue. No way of finding out. And I'm not going to go looking for him either. When he gets through these towers, I hate this for him, that it's taking so long, and he's getting so many towers that are trying to, and this doesn't have to be physical towers. I think these are mental towers, because he keeps rolling it over in his head. He's in his head. He's in his ego. And with your ego comes fear. And when you don't know what love actually looks like, it's difficult to get out of your ego. So you're standing here all full of love and abundance, and being, you know, a beautiful spirit in your garden, and being grateful for your gifts. And, you know, animals are seeing you as that person. I can say that I'm a farm girl, so I've always kind of had a communion with animals. And I don't always go looking for it. They just kind of show up. But now they're going to seek you out. You see those videos of dolphins caught in fishing nets coming to boats, dolphins and orcas, and asking to be, even eagles, asking to the humans for help. The humans that they come help are these type of people standing in their garden, self-assured and with compassion. Creatures can tell who those people are. I've noticed in the past year or so that a lot more wild animals have been approaching me. Deer running alongside my car. I'll see a deer, and you know, out if you live where I do, that there's never just one deer. There's always more. So if you see a deer in the road, slow way down, maybe stop, wait and see where the other deer are, because there's always another one. And I did that. I slowed way down, and I was about 10 miles an hour, and this deer was supposed to cross in front of me, and he went to cross, and then he stopped, and I was like, okay, I'll just pass him slowly. And he started running alongside the car. weird. And he didn't seem upset about it. He was just, hey, I'm going to run alongside the car. Interesting. And then he finally turned and ran into the car, or bumped into the car. But he didn't get hurt, and the car barely got hurt. So things like that do happen. Sometimes wild birds, if you're just sitting outside, sometimes a wild bird will come and just land on you, or a butterfly. And that's not common. That doesn't happen a lot, but they're seeing you as a safe energy, and that's why they do that. That's how they see you. You're their safe energy. They have these towers, and they know that you are safe energy, and yet they just can't let go of the foil helmet. So frustrating, right? Okay, let's move this up. Alrighty. This is your attraction to them. Okay, why are we attracted to them? Why are we attracted to them? I mean, obviously we know they are the next stop on the wheel. The wheel has spun around, and it's time. It's time for us to be with this person. Romantically or not, we're supposed to be spending time together and talking, and this is our time of life for this connection. It's time. It's time. It's time. Universe is saying, it's time. It's time. It's time. So, why the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune? Yeah. The balance. Our connection, your connection with this person contributes to the balance. And the equilibrium. I talked the other day about the importance of equilibrium in the energy. Why is the 2 of coins here? Why is the 2 of coins here, please? Why is the 2 of coins here? Give us another. Why is the 2 of coins here, please? Woohoo! The Ace of Wands. Sparky. King of Swords. Interesting. Yeah. This is a very personal journey for us, but it's always, it's still energy that you put out in the universe. And when a divine feminine and a divine masculine come together, it raises the vibration of the universe. It behooves spirit to bring you together. And because your connection and the things you learn from your connection actually lift all of spirit. They put in positive energy, and they help the universe reach equilibrium. And so everyone can be better off. Yeah, this is a divine spark. It's a divine spark. And because this good old Sparky, the Ace of Wands, there's a lot of physical attraction here. We joke about the Ace of Wands. But, you know, as a phallic symbol, supposedly. But it's also, you know, the spark of romance and the spark of 2 people coming together in all ways. So yeah, it's time. It's time. And you felt the spark, and you chased the spark. Right? And they said, whoa. They said, spark, what is that? I said that there would be no one. I said after the last time that I got hurt that there was no one for me. this side says that. They think, or they did, that they were just destined to be alone. And that is an ego thing that they need to squash, because it's not true. But if you keep thinking that, that's what you're going to manifest. And when my person said that, I kind of really, at first, I just was like, yeah, no, that's not true. You're too kind and beautiful of a soul to be alone. And then Spirit said, oh no, this is your person. And I was like, whoa, what? And then I was like, oh yeah, he is. Weird. And from a source I never would have imagined before. And Spirit just keeps on saying it. This is your person. This is your person. This is your person. This is your reward for what you have gone through, and you are their reward. Whoa. Mind-blowing. Hard to imagine. Because I've never seen it before. Right? Okay. Why is the Six of Swords and Judgment here, Spirit, for their attraction to the viewer? Their attraction to the viewer. 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 Three of Cups. Three of Cups. Yes, I think you were friends first, or you will be friends. Or there's a group collective that you all belong to that are friends. And it's a beautiful group of people. It could just be three of you. Sorry about that. Grain truck. I happen to do this in my front sunroom because there's a lot of light in here, and so I can work on art and things, and it helps my mood. But it's also, I don't know, 50 feet from the road. So, and despite this giant hedge and all these trees that we have out front for privacy, that my grandparents planted, it's just, they're just really loud. What they're doing is they are taking corn to the ethanol plant to be made into fuel. So they will have, that's corn that they've stored from last year, usually. So they have room in the grain bins for the new corn crops. That's what they're doing. So it's, yeah, full-on semi full of grain. All right. Why is the Three of Cups here, Spirit? Why is the Three of Cups here? Why is the Three of Cups here? Six of Cups. Man. The soulmate card. Maybe the twin flame card. This is the card. This is that whenever I read about my surprise person, this is the card I get. This is the message of when you are together, there will be joy like children have. And that you've been together in other lifetimes. And in the past, in the future. So, yeah, it's someone you've known. And to me, this is, I had a dream or a vision. I had just had this picture pop into my head of right after Spirit told me that this was one of my soulmates, this person. I had a sudden vision just of someone, of us, in a cobblestone street, a European cobblestone street. It seemed like the south of France, perhaps. And we were just walking down the street, just hand in hand, totally happy and just taking everything in. And then I asked Spirit, what does this mean? What is this? What did this little picture that popped into my head mean? And this was the card that came out immediately. It flipped right out. It was this. So this card is always soulmate confirmation to me. Because there's the cobblestone streets and the sandstone buildings that, you know, there were flowers. There were shops. There were... It was just, you know, we're out in the south of France and we're exploring the town. And we're just soaking in the golden sunlight. And the old and ancient buildings and the people. So, man, when I asked for a love reading, I didn't expect a soulmate or twin flame reading to come out. Let's see what we've got the bridging energy here, which pretty much told us. Yeah. We've got the Ace of Wands twice for confirmation. We've got the Lovers and the Two of Cups, which are sort of, I don't know. The Lovers to me is sort of the major arcana version of the Two of Cups. This one has, I mean, I believe it's Cancer energy. It's Cancer. It's a Cancer card, I believe, but those are Scorpions. Interesting. And we have a caduceus and a Luna moth and that red poppy, a red flower. Yeah. Balance. We gotta wait till, you know, they're freaking balanced. Divine freaking timing. It's so frustrating. But it's on deck, you know, as above, so below. You are together in the 5D, and you know, it's time to come together in the 3D. And I don't think, you know, I think you have some knowing. I think they have some knowing of it too. It's just they're trying to figure out how this is going to happen. Let's pull a couple of cards on clarification. This is the connection between you, the bridging energies. So let's ask about the forecast, you know. What's going to happen next in this connection, Spirit? Is that right? Is that upside down? It is. Pull out the swords. Someone's in pain over this. What's going to happen next in the 3D in this connection, Spirit? What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next in the 3D connection, Spirit? Oh, come on. What's going to happen next? Yeah. There's a fight to protect this connection, but I don't... Well, holy moly. These cards aren't even in the deck. They got stuck in the rack from the other day when I was talking about Scorpio. All right, so let's do this. I got the star on the bottom. Hope. You see, I had to draw out the nips. Makes me really mad. I'm an artist. I don't believe in censorship of art. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, what's under the star? Queen of Pentacles, there you are. And the High Priestess. And the Emperor. And the Empress. It's time. It's time. It's time to pull out the swords, man. I think you know this. I think you know this. And they only suspect it. But, I mean, the Emperor and the Empress? Come on now. And we did all of this without the Sun card or the Death card because it was in the rack. Okay, so let's just look at this for a minute. Okay, so we have the card that is generally the end of, and I'll throw those on there too, actually. This is the end of indecision, when you decide to pull these swords out of your heart. Okay, so your person had a bunch of swords in their heart, right? And you've got the Emperor and the Empress. So in the 5D, this is who you are. Okay, you're supposed to be with this person, and you are on the other side. Your person had the Tower. Okay, this connection has the star, the hope after the Tower, right? There's the King of Pentacles, who's still holding on to that pentacle, right? He's holding on to it. I mean, he's loosely holding on to it, but yeah, go up and try to take that pentacle. I dare you. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is you. And you're just sitting here calmly with your pentacle, surrounded by, you know, fertility in this jackrabbit. And you've got, are those roses? Iris, it looks like. Another symbol of fertility, iris. Yeah. This is you sitting in your power. In control over the physical world. You know what your pentacle is. And you're not holding that tight to it because you know that no one's going to come take it. Matter of fact, you might be just showing, hey, put your pentacle here. See, I have one. Bring your pentacle over here and give it to me. Maybe. Or we can combine our pentacles and do the thing. But you have the Emperor and the Empress. That's a big deal. This is a divine counterpart connection. A divine counterpart connection. And actually, beneath there was the Hierophant. And I have, holy cow, and I have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. So the High Priest and the High Priestess. That's crazy. That is crazy pants. Look at all of that. You got all the best cards coming out, fam. Beneath that is the 10 of Wands. Or the 10 of... Sorry. The 10 of Coins. So you've got... How many 10s have you got? Hang on. I'll have to look. Let me put these guys aside. Let's see. So, did you, or was that yesterday? Did you have more? I know there's the Ten of Swords. You've got 8. I know there were more than that, wasn't there? Oh, those are all major arcana almost. Okay, so you have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, which leads straight to the Ace. So you could have the Ace of Wands twice, which you do. So you'll have the Ace of Pentacles, because once you get to the Ten of Pentacles, you're automatically in the Ace. So you've got an Ace of Pentacles. And then the Ten of Swords, which is automatically the Ace of Swords, right? So are we missing Cups? We don't have a Ten of Cups. We don't have an Ace of Cups. But, you know, maybe that's what this is lacking, this connection thus far. So let's look at major arcana real fast. So we have, let's see. We have, what's that? Yeah, the clarification to these are mostly minor arcana. So these are little physical, everyday things, everyday doubts, ego trips, things getting in the way. But they're tinier than the power of the universe that's moving it. So you've got Strength, the Wheel of Fortune, the World. There's the Ace of Wands. The Hanged Man, the Lovers, the Magician, the Tower, Judgment, the Sun, if you want to take it because I left it, Death, the Star, yeah, and then you have the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, and the High Priestess. This is all, let's just move everybody up here. Okay, these are all of the energies that are working for you right now. The 5D energies, the energies of spirit. Judgment, the World. Let's put them in order. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we got to start with the Lovers though, don't we? Because it's, I think no, we got to start with the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, Strength, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, wait, we skipped one. The Lovers. Got the Lovers, Strength, the Wheel of Fortune. This is crazy. The Hanged Man, the World, Judgment, and the World. So let's take all these away. Okay. Look at it in terms of what the universe is doing to back up your connection. Okay. This is what is going on the other side to back up your connection. This is crazy, fam. Oh, I'm not even... I got more. You've got the entire freaking major arcana here. Crazy. I love it. This is awesome. I can't believe all of these came out. Okay, so let's see. We've got... Yeah. I can't even fit them all on the desk. So you got the Tower and the Star. And holy cow. Can't fit them all on the desk. All right. What is missing? Okay, because I think what is missing might tell us, you know, what's happening now. Okay, so we're missing the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the High Priest, the Lovers, Strength, and I'm just gonna, what's number 7? The Chariot, I think. So we're missing number 9, 7 and 9. What is that? Somebody's probably screaming at the screen right now. We're missing the Chariot. And we're missing the Hermit. Thank goodness. Nobody's hermiting anymore, hopefully. And we're missing Justice. We're missing Justice. Are we? Didn't I see Justice? Oh, there's the Devil. No, we're missing Justice. Let me check the bottom of the deck. Grab Ace. Oh, there's the World again. Oy vey. So we've got the World twice. Man, this is... Oh, there's Judgment. Okay, 20. What are we... Okay. The Hermit. 11. Justice. Okay. I got the Lovers again. And the 10 of Cups on the bottom. The Lovers and the 10 of Cups. And then we've got Page of Swords too. This is and Page of Cups. Yeah. They really want to do something about this. Thank goodness. What's over here? Okay, those are the ones we don't have out right now. Oops, sorry. I bumped the space bar on my computer. Okay, so where were we? 10. We're missing Justice. And we've got the Hanged Man. Death. What are we looking at here? So we're missing 14 and 15, which is the Temperance. Balance. Yeah, not in balance. We're not in balance yet. And the Devil, which came out with, where was it? It was held back with, wasn't it? Didn't I just have the Devil? Oh no, there's the Devil. And the Tower, 16. And the Star, 17. And what's 18? The Moon. The Moon isn't here. And then the Sun we do have. And Judgment. And the World twice. Crazy, crazy pants. So, yeah, almost all of the major arcana. So that's what we're missing. We're missing Temperance, the Chariot. They just don't have the gumption yet, fam. But they're all here. The Fool is not here. The Chariot is not here. And Justice is not here. This is crazy. This is crazy. And then, then the minor arcana that backs it up. The Queen of Cups. The Two of Cups. The Four of Wands. The Ace of Wands. The Three of Cups. Let's see. The King and Queen of Pentacles. The end of soulmate cycle trauma. The Six of Cups, which is the soulmate cycle. And the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ace of Wands again. So, fam, there's no arguing with this. Spirit wants you to know. Clearly, I've never seen anything like this. This is freaking miraculous. Everything here says that you have spirit behind you. Both of you do. If this doesn't happen, oh man, I can't imagine what it would take to stop this amount of energy from happening. It's just a matter of freaking divine timing. Oh, yeah, it's always freaking divine timing, isn't it? And it seems that it's divine timing because, you know, somebody just needs to get out of their friggin' head. Get out of their head and listen to spirit, man. Listen to spirit, listen to intuition and what they're telling us, right? Let's see what's on the bottom of the Guardians deck. The Devil. Yeah, there's your Devil again for confirmation. Yeah. Yeah. He's still, wait, what happened there? That's the Sun again. That's not what happened. I cut it, but it disappeared. Okay, I cut this deck and I had the Three of Swords. And then I put it back together and then I was like, no, that's confirmation. I'll pull the Three of Swords out, and then it was the Sun again. So yeah. This is emphatic, is what this is. It's telling you, hey, you know, this is what you think it is. It is. Now, that's not to say it will be a perfect fairy tale if you do come together. But there's no mistaking this. This is a powerful soulmate connection with lots and lots of energies in the 5D on the other side working to make it happen. And also, you know, it's a very, very stubborn and in their ego divine masculine, in my opinion. It doesn't have to be, but generally, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, there's no gender. So it doesn't have necessarily mean it's a man. It's just someone in the energy of that behavior. Whew, I almost don't need any more coffee. This is a rush. I would thank Spirit if I were you, because this is freaking amazing. It's amazing. You have all the cards, all the best cards. You know, all the best cards to have at the beginning of something beautiful. You know? These are elephant tusks, by the way, in this deck. Stuck through this heart. Remember the other day, if you were watching, I said, be careful what you manifest in this energy, because if you wish for an elephant might show up. Or one could say, this is the elephant in the room. Yeah, so I feel like this is crazy. You've got all the cards, all the things that say in the 3D and in the 5D, you are supposed to be together. King and Queen of Pentacles. This is supposed to flow over from the 5D into the physical world. And so if you're the feminine, I would say let it. Go be beautiful and be fabulous and be amazing. Be the empress, be the high priestess. You know, if I had to say that I had a goal in doing my shadow work and doing my energy and doing energy work and doing how what I feel is my calling about spreading this joy, you know, a fully elevated soul would, you know, as a feminine would embody, oh, of course, all of these things, but as a feminine energy, you know, it's saying you got it both. You got it all, baby. You know? And the reason why we define between masculine and feminine is because of balance. The feminine energy has to have an equal lack, so the masculine can come in and fill the void, and vice versa. So in yourself, as a self, yes, you have both masculine and feminine energies. You're the yin yang. But in a relationship, there is a feminine and a masculine, no gender intended, because the two of you fill a void together. So, and you do it in a balanced, perfectly balanced and equal way. And that's what the cards are saying this is. But the Fool isn't here and the Chariot isn't here. And Justice isn't here. So it's just, it hasn't moved yet. It hasn't moved yet. And why hasn't it moved yet? Why hasn't it moved yet? This is gorgeous. This is freaking amazing. This is a reading I'm not going to ever forget. So, man. Oh, wow. Wow. Take heart, fam. Take heart. Because you're not crazy. It really is supposed to happen. The Spirit is saying this is supposed to happen. All right? So, I hope this helps. This is your reading. Have a great day. It is the 1010 portal today, by the way, when I am reading this. This is technically a timeless reading, but it is the 1010 portal today. So this is amazing, amazing. Roll in it until your fingers get all pruny, fam.